What's up, nerds? Welcome to EnGame. I'm Hoops4, and today we're going to take a look at the re-release of Overwatch, also known as Overwatch 2. Jokes aside, this game maintains much of its 2016 charm. Unfortunately, this game's release has been riddled with issues that left a bad taste in my mouth. As much as I want to focus on the game, I really can't completely separate my experience from the gameplay itself. Overall, taking the entire experience into account, I can't give the game any better than a 6 out of 10. But for now, let's go ahead and enter gaming. Enter gaming. Overwatch 2 is, well, it's Overwatch. No two ways about it. There is a decent amount to love about this game, and an unfortunately large amount to dislike. Let's start with the gameplay, which is fantastic. It's the same action-packed, tactical, hero shooting action that made Overwatch blow up the global video game scene back in 2016. But since then, there have only been gradual changes. And maybe that's all that's been needed. After all, the gaming community fell in love with the game for a reason. But I can't help but feel like Overwatch 2 has lost some of that charm. One of the biggest changes comes to team composition and tanks. Team comps now have been changed from 6v6 to 5v5. Now with only one tank instead of two. All tanks got buffed to help deal with this change, but the meta is fairly stagnant because of it. Various other heroes have received reworks or changes to help with the new game. Doomfist, for example, has moved from a damage character to a tank. Orisa got reworked. Bastion has had numerous changes and even got removed from the game shortly after launch, and that's just to name a few. Additionally, stuns have been mostly removed from the game. For example, Cassidy now has a magnetic grenade that just does damage, instead of the old stun grenade that he used to have. So the gameplay itself, the heroes that have been changed, it all still feels like Overwatch, and that's great. That's why people are going to keep playing this game. But now we're going to take a look at some of the auxiliary systems, and they've really decreased in quality in my opinion. There are no longer player levels, so there's no generic XP for just playing the game, except for the Battle Pass. Outside of the nostalgic gameplay that I fell in love with in 2016, there's really nothing motivating me to keep coming back and play more. And now, loot boxes are gone, and the Battle Pass is the new way forward, the only way forward, and it kinda sucks. If you weren't willing to pay for the premium, like me, then you get stuck with lackluster and generic rewards. Gone are the days of player level ups giving a loot box that can contain some awesome skins. I can't help but feel like Blizzard is pressuring me for microtransactions, and I really don't appreciate it. If I want a good skin now, I'm gonna have to cough up the money, whereas before, I was happy with a little luck leading to my skins. And based on the way the game launched, it's been made pretty clear that PC is favored over consoles. And I get it, but I don't like it. Personally, I just prefer a controller in my hand over a mouse and keyboard. And I think a lot of people are out there with me. Unfortunately for us, it leads to crazy long console queues. Long enough, in fact, that I end up spending just about as much time in queue as I do in-game. And all of this is without even mentioning the debacle of a launch that this game had. The first few days of launch were some of the worst I've ever experienced. Accounts were not merged from Overwatch 1, crazy queue numbers of over 40,000, error codes galore. It was bad. And I really don't think Blizzard handled the situation very well at all. But I'm gonna save my thoughts on that for now, because honestly, that could be a video in itself. At the end of the day, if you are here for Overwatch 2 to get the same adrenaline-fueled and crazy fun gameplay from the past years, you're in luck. It's all intact and ready to go for a while longer. Just don't expect to get good rewards without paying the price. Blizzard haven't actually been secretive about it at all. When all is said and done, Overwatch 2 is a good game, but it's surrounded by all these terrible decisions made from an administration level. But that's all for now. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Hoobs4, and this is EnGame. Thank you for watching, right here on EnGame. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content.